Hi class! Welcome to the Understanding the Fieldwork Assignment Theory to Observation video. This field video will help you more completely understand how to complete the fieldwork assignment, which is due May 2nd. It's worth 25% of your grade, and it's one of the few major assignments that may not be submitted late or revised. The instructions for the assignment, along with the link to submit, are in the Major Assignments folder. If you click on that folder, you'll see a list of major assignments for the course. In this folder, you'll see the Theory to Practice Observation Fieldwork folder. If you go into the Fieldwork folder, you'll see a list of resources to complete the assignment. The instructions that we'll be reviewing are at the top, and the rubric. The permission to observe form is there as well. This is a form that you may give to your teacher or dean or principal that validates the observation. It's not a form you fill out and bring back. The link to submit is there. It says submit here. And finally, you'll see a link for chalk and wire. Clicking on this link will automatically renew your account and help you locate the portfolio that you need to attach your fieldwork log to. Let's go over the instructions for the assignment. First of all, you need to locate a school or a classroom that corresponds to your certification area. So, for example, if you're in adolescent English, you're going to try to observe a middle or high school English classroom. No one should be observing an elementary classroom, as this is an adolescent course. This should be a completely different observation than you use for your other classes. The state requires separate fieldwork assignments for each course. Also, this should not be an observation from a previous year. You're going to go in and observe 6 hours. You're going to take notes of what you see. And then you're going to relate your observations to 3 of the following learning and or motivational theories. We'll be covering these theories in class throughout the semester. Piaget's theory of cognitive development, Vygotsky's theory of cognitive development, Erikson's stages of psychosocial development, Kohlberg's stages of moral reasoning, Skinner's theory of operant conditioning, Eccles' expectancy theory of motivation, attribution theory of motivation, and goal theory, and Dweck's theory of mastery versus performance learners. You need to choose 3 of these, not another one. Please note that constructivism and direct instruction are not theories. They are teaching approaches based on some of the theories above. After you finish your observations, which should be about 6 hours, you should write a 4 to 6 page double-spaced paper with at least 1 citation and reference. You may remember that the fieldwork consists of 10 hours, so it's 6 hours for observation and then a budgeted 4 hours to organize and write your paper. When you write your paper, be sure to cover the following: the context of the observation. Remember to include the date, the time of each observation, which should total 6 hours, the school you observed, the grade level, the teacher or teachers you observed, the location, and the number of students. Then you're going to write a short amount about the lessons or activities you observed in the observation. This should be a few paragraphs long. It should give the reader a complete sense of what you observed, but it should not be the bulk of the paper. You're going to next describe the 3 theories that you're going to discuss. Each theory should be described in a paragraph or 2. Describe who came up with the theory and the main idea of what the theory states. An important section is how theories relate to what you observed. In this section, take each theory, each of the 3 theories you chose, and say how and why the activity that you saw related to the strategies in the lesson. For example, if you chose Skinner's theory of operant conditioning, you're going to be describing how the teacher used reinforcement or punishers to reward or discourage behavior. You're going to write a reflection, which is different than a conclusion. A reflection states things that you learned. You might consider what surprised you, what misconceptions you had but have cleared up. What did you take away that might be of use in your own classroom, and more? Include a references section for any citations you have. Finally, prove your assignment and then submit it to Blackboard. Complete your Fieldwork log form on chalk and wire. This file also contains the grading rubric for how your assignment will be graded. I always advise students to take a careful look at the rubric and maybe even print it out and have it by you as you're writing the paper. You'll notice that the elements of the rubric are the same as the elements that I've just described you should have in your paper. Did you explain your context and well? Did you describe your lesson activities in enough depth that the reader can understand it? Did you provide a good description of learning mode and motivation theories, the 3 theories you selected? Another thing that your assignment will be graded on is how well you relate the activities that you saw taking place in the classroom to each of the 3 theories. Your reflection on whether you really reflected on your learning or whether you just wrote a conclusion. And your citation and references. Do you have at least 1 citation and a matching reference corrected formatted? The final 2 components of the rubric are conventions. That is, did you write well? Did you prove your paper? Were there no spelling and grammatical mistakes? Did you follow APA format? And finally, did you upload your paper to Blackboard and your Fieldwork log on chalk and wire? If you have any questions, feel free to email me at nhallrunner@mercy.edu.